We're the key ingredient that makes the future possible for material scientists, facilitating increased automation, faster communication, and sustainable energy in today's fast-moving world.
At NeoGraph, it's our people, our dedication to innovation, and our tenacious curiosity that makes a difference. That's why engineers and chemists rely on us.
Imagine a revolutionary mineral that is a vital component in today's most advanced applications. Graphite's unique properties, lightweight, flexible, inert, and non-flammable, enable high performance in consumer electronics, safety in fire-stop building materials, and superior sealing in industrial gaskets. Graphite applications and our industry are growing at rapid speed. For over 140 years, NeoGraph has been helping shape some of the world's most pivotal technology advancements. Our graphite solutions are the reason why today's most innovative products are able to perform and work the way they do.
Applying lean principles to our manufacturing process is a top priority in our factory.
Our depth of knowledge, understanding, and discipline is in a class of its own, and there's no stopping where we can take this business from here.
We are environmentally responsible, proud, and long-standing members of our local community, contributing to our region's economic growth.
NeoGraph is ISO 9001 and ISO 14001 certified, REACH and ROHS compliant, ensuring consistent, high-performing, high-quality products and services.
Our customers rely on NeoGraph's experts to solve problems, whether it's making smartphones or battery packs lighter than ever imagined, or ensuring utility poles will resist wildfires. We are writing the playbook for the future of innovation in thermal management solutions. NeoGraph. We are the world leaders in taking graphite material science applications to new horizons.
Good morning, Oog.
Hey, Sherman, how are you?
Doing great. Yeah, we're in the sunny Okanagan. It's beautiful weather here. You know, we seem to be averaging about +5 degrees, and so you know, there's a small chance that even the patios are going to start to open here in the pubs.
Oh, really? Wow, that's surprising.
Well, that might be.
It's been quite warm here too. I was actually sitting on my patio today doing some work in the sun, and it was nice and 19 degrees today. So I was enjoying that.
Well, that's obviously being a bit optimistic on our part here in the Okanagan, but it seems to me unusually warm the entire winter. But yeah, beautiful weather here. I just got back from Mazatlan in Mexico, and it was actually a little cooler there, but you know, overall, you know, we're doing well here in the Okanagan. I mean, it was great to see you at the Vancouver Resource Show. You know, as you know, I think it was a couple of those events that we went to were probably new to you coming from Europe, but I think you can agree with me that the excitement and the buzz in the mining world is coming back nicely. You know, we've been very actively positioning ourselves and other investors in particular in the battery metal space, and it's really starting to resonate. And then we also have, of course, the upcoming PDAC in Toronto, which I think is going to be crazy busy. I mean, the crowds were very, very strong in Vancouver at the Metal Investor Forum, at the Roundup, and also at the Cambridge, you know, I call it the Cambridge show, but the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference. So I'm expecting some really strong crowds in Toronto, and looking forward to spending some more time with you. It was fantastic going around meeting some high net worth investors as well as institutions with you in Vancouver. And no sooner, you know, did I get back home, and then you announced this incredible news with the acquisition of NeoGraph, which to me is very exciting. And for our listeners, I mean, it's just testimony to what Oog and his team are doing at Northern Graphite, is going from, you know, really from the basic mining world to the advanced technology world, which I think is absolutely critical in developing this business within the graphite space. So maybe I'll turn it over to you, Oog, and just give us an update and tell us about the exciting news about NeoGraph.
Yeah, sure. Just a small parenthesis before I get there. After I left you in Vancouver, I went home to Italy and I changed suitcase and I went off to Cape Town and attended Indaba, which was incredible. I had never been there. And, there were like 10,000 attendees. It was a huge conference. It was just amazing. So I do think the mining world is really waking up after this long period of COVID. I think it's really starting to get quite exciting. And on my way back from Cape Town, I stopped over in Namibia and we spent a week there on our project in Namibia, which is really going well. And we're really excited about it. In any case, as we were doing this trip, we put out the press release on NeoGraph, and, we're super excited about this transaction because, as you said, the way to develop the graphite business is really to, become a technology company that is leveraging the quality graphite that we make in order to solve a lot of the problems that all of these manufacturers, be it the battery manufacturers, the OEMs, the electronics manufacturers, have by providing these high-tech solutions to either displace heat or provide conductivity. And it goes back to what I said in our first few interviews. It's all about electrification. Mm-hmm. And how do you solve, people's problems with electrification? And when you have electrification, you have issues with conductivity, you have issues with heat, you have issues with fire. And a company like NeoGraph has very specific solutions to be able to manage it. Mm-hmm. And, some of them are battery related, although it's not inside the battery itself, but it has to do with the battery. They have a great product that they've developed called GraphGuard, and they basically sell this product to people who make the electricity poles, the wooden electricity poles. And you can basically apply this product to the electricity pole. And if there is a fire, the graphite will actually expand and protect the electricity pole from the fire so that, electricity won't be interrupted in case of a forest fire. And so these are the kind of solutions that these guys develop, right? It's a fantastic company. It's been around 130 years. And all they work with is graphite. And they develop all these specific solutions. They also develop, foils that end up in high-def screens or cell phones and tablets and laptops. They also provide very sophisticated sensors or aid to sensors to be able to measure temperature very, very accurately. They are an amazing group of people, and we're so pleased that, after so many years of supplying them graphite, they've been a customer since the Lac des Iles mine started back in the late 80s. It's so great to partner with them and to go all the way from the mine to the application, mine to market. Yeah, that's exactly our strategy.
Yeah, I love that. I meant to mention that earlier, but I couldn't quite remember it because it's going from the mine to market. And and again, I highlight with investors. I mean, these cell phones and all these different devices that we use, and we look at. I've seen some of these, and these aren't prototypes, actual vehicles now that are being created where you're ultimately going to get in the vehicle. It's going to drive you to work with screens all around. You can be watching a movie here and having a Zoom call here. And, and these are really important things for investors to pay attention to. I'm a big fan of Prime Video, and I was watching that 1923 show last night. It's the one before Yellowstone. And in one of the scenes, the main, I think it's the wife of Jack Dutton, one of the Dutton, and she's reading a newspaper, and in the newspaper it says electricity coming to Paradise Valley, like in the 1920s. And these major changes, whether it's transportation or electrical changes, these things, these are big events. And so investors today go in and buy shares in Northern Graphite with a market cap below $100 million and can really get excited about participating in this global growth. And now you've added this NeoGraph on top of it. I mean, I think it's stunning work that you're doing.
Yeah, but you know, it's part of our strategy, right? We always said that, you know, as we started transforming Northern, you know, from being a junior company with a very nice feasibility level project in Ontario, we bought the 2 mines from Imerys, and we completely transformed the company in, you know, being the only producer of graphite in North America. And then, you know, a few weeks later, we announced our deal with GraphX so that we can get into the battery anode business. And then a few weeks later, we talk about Baie-Comeau and building the largest anode manufacturing plant in the world. And then a few weeks later, we talk about acquiring, you know, NeoGraph. And now we're not only into the end-use battery market, but we're also into all these other markets, construction, electronics, and, you know, automotive. And it's fantastic to be able to do that because, you know, we are really transforming the company to being a specialty materials company that leverages its mines in order to create value all the way down to the end use application.
Well, and I mean, that's why I wanted to do this quick update with you, Hugues. I know that, you know, you're busy and heading into some other meetings, and, you know, thank you so much for, you know, for taking the time. And I think it's just a really exciting time for Northern Graphite. I think we've laid the strategy out consistently over the year. I think investors are starting to really understand, you know, the upside, and you know, I really look forward to seeing you in Toronto. Yeah,
me too. And you know, we're just starting. This is just the beginning.
I love that.
I've only been here since June. You know?
I know. Like I still can't believe. I mean, I've been a shareholder of Northern Graphite for so many years. I mean, going back, 2008, I think, when we first originally financed the company. And I was looking at the graphs. Like I was going to show one of the graphs, and we might add it to the video after. But just when graphite prices took off, you know, 2009, 2010. Like I'm telling investors, I'm even telling my parent, you know, like you have to understand that, you know, graphite is really the next lithium. And I love Elon Musk. You know, he even quoted early on in this that it really shouldn't be called a lithium battery. It should be a graphite nickel battery, because 48% of the battery is graphite. And, you know, so everybody's running around buying lithium stocks. And, you know, I just think this is an enormous opportunity that you've laid out for us.
Thank you, Sherman. It's always a pleasure. And thank you to all your listeners for being shareholders and investing in the company. We're very grateful, and we're looking forward to do many more things in the future.
Thank you so much. I've been here with Hugues Jackman, the Chief Executive Officer for Northern Graphite. Have a great day, Hugues.
Thank you, Sherman. Bye-bye.